We're fortunate to have Secretary Madeleine Albright to talk with us here. She is on a whirlwind tour of India. She's going to be here for a couple of days. But in that hectic schedule, she's found time to speak with NDTV. Madam, thank you very much for speaking to NDTV. What brings you here, first of all?
Well, I'm very glad to be with you. Thank you. I enjoy visiting India, but I have come because my company, the Albright Stonebridge Group, works here. We have excellent people working with us, Pramasina, and we're a global consulting firm, global strategic consulting, and we try to help multinational corporations operate in a very useful way in India. So I'm here to look at that and then talk to a few groups about elections, democracy, the U.S.-Indian relationship.
So where do you think the US-India relationship is going?
I think it's going in an excellent direction. I have been around long enough to see the evolution of the U.S.-Indian relationship, and I'm very proud to have been part of the Clinton administration when I think we began to put the relationship on a good footing. When President Clinton, I was here with President Clinton, which was one of the truly amazing visits. And then I was very pleased to see that the Bush administration had really built on what President Clinton had started. And now President Obama, with Secretary Clinton, I think have taken it to a new level. And I think it's a very important relationship for both our countries.
But there is some kind of an apprehension that it is sort of on and off kind of a relationship. It is not going the way it should go after, especially after the civil nuclear deal that President Bush had signed with India, and India has not been really on board with the US. Do you agree with that prognosis?
Well, I understand that there are kind of bumps in the road on a number of issues, but and in many ways I've been in the diplomacy business for a long time. I think that is to be expected. We are two great democracies, and our processes take a while to work. But I do think that on the whole it's a very good relationship for both countries, and that we are operating as friends. We agree on more and more things. We do disagree on some, but I think that that is natural for a relationship of friendship.
Right. But you mentioned that you advise, strategic advice you give to various companies trying to operate in India. Do you think the Indian economic story is gone bust? Is it over?
I definitely don't think that it's over. I think that, again, that it is going through a period where the growth is not everything that the Indians expected. I have to say, in comparison to the growth of most countries, around 7% is a pretty good growth record. But I think that one of the things that happened was that the growth of India was kind of maybe oversold for a certain point, which also happens, and then when it goes through a small period where things shift a little bit, there's undue doom and gloom. I have great confidence in the Indian economy and in the Indian people and the capability of working through what are some slowdowns in certain areas.
Okay.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news in your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.